Hey there. So today we have another Darwin's Rants. All right, cool. First off, I did notice, I was like watching some of my videos. I did buy like that, you guys saw it, that big thing that like, because like if you puff your peas, if you guys are like audio people, you guys probably know, but like it's the thing, like it makes audio no good. So I just took it away because like it took off so much of the screen, but you guys let me know. It was cheap. If I get rid of it, keep it, I don't care, whatever, what works. So big update. Ooh, yes, my former job, Brewlando Maitland, is back open. Brewlando coming up next week, Saturday, Sunday, for the day before Super Bowl and Super Bowl. Curious about what Super Bowl do. We never did well that. We actually closed for Super Bowl because like it was just pointless. But we're doing not grand opening. We're doing soft open. Sorry, soft. So back to work. Yes, like oh my god, the job that literally kept myself and my family alive for years and years. Finally, so it's been 3.5 months. Very expensive to be basically unemployed for the entire time. So, so it's finally happening. Like that's such insane news that like really need it, really need it, and I appreciate you guys helping me out in the meantime, and it means so much because I can cry about how much the detrimental to my family and income and all that stuff. But moving on. So how's the week been? I got 4 shifts this week. I did some math around here. I had Brewlando on Wednesday. Was actually like busier than usual on a Wednesday. A bunch of Magic Geeks showed up, but then also we had a insurance company that did a buyout, or not buyout, half buyout. It was Wednesday, and it was like they spent like $250. Fine, I'll take it. It's actually pretty good, useful because I'm the only person in the building, so like whatever I make, whatever I make is I make, right? What Thursday was slowish at Runabout. We're still very new, but it's again, I really like working there. Oh shit, I gotta show you guys. I got the apron, bro. I got the pins in. Have you guys been to a bar where you get the cocktail apron? I got one of the cocktail aprons. Flair Office Space, right? Shout out to reference there. So, also got prepped hard on that because like I got pads, pens, all this stuff because like it's definitely, if you're going to do some service, I just want to be over prepared. So I rolled to work, pow, pow, pow. My other guys are like, what the fuck are you looking at? I'm like, I'm fucking prepared. That none of them bought aprons, by the way, even though like that's a thing that like the bar manager talked about. Yeah, look your part and then like be always over prepared. Shit, I thought about this earlier going into work today. There's a like saying like calm for practice makes it easier for war. Dude, this is a fucking great, like, it's not Confucius or something like that, but it's a Confucius saying-ish kind of thing. But yeah, it's you prep for, you prep while it's calm, and then when it hits, you're like ready, right? Like you want to be, grr. And that's very much the bartending serving experience. So that happened Thursday. Friday, Gravity Tap Room, slow night. Tonight was actually pretty steady. I didn't expect to stay there that late, and stayed an extra hour and a half or so. And it was Orlando Beer Week too. So like the owner, like they had a beer festival at a local brewery, and then like a bunch of the industry people came in, and then the owner came in, and we actually got pretty steady. So that was actually not bad. And then that's my update. Cool. And then my other update is I just want to tell you guys how much of an asshole I am. Like, I came home from work, and like literally anybody would be like, I'm behind on shows, by the way. I'm literally like almost finished at some point of like Only Murders, Squid Game season 2, and then Bear season 3, and I haven't finished those. And instead, I go on YouTube and find. If you don't know where the film Somm, you have to watch Somm. Somm is one of the things like Gary Vaynerchuk got me into it. Like this stuff, like I don't drink wine, dude. Like I don't do it, but I should, and it would be a nice career forward movement for me. But I just enjoy the fact of it, the Somm thing, And so, by the way, Sam is a movie where it's actually quite influential, just like Jiro, sushi, the foodie thing and the wine. Like there's a moment that like that thing, like culinary and wine and food, like got very important at some point. It was not like it was obviously a point for a lot of people, but like it got more geeky, and the Master Chef, right? Like and Gordon Ramsay, like this thing became sort of very important randomly in my lifetime around like the year 2000, I want to say, and like Anthony Bourdain, right? Like this thing was not really like cared about, and like now people like actually care. So Sam is actually a really cool movie where a bunch of guys try to take the Master Sommelier exam, which is arguably one of the hardest exams in the world, and so they have an uncut version of that scene where the guy's like tasting through the wines. It's uncut. It's like 40 minutes, or actually they give you 24 minutes, I want to say, for 3 whites, 3 reds, and you go through the grid. And I wish the Cicerone exam like puts you through the grid. They only do it for 1 beer. In the entire advanced Cicerone, there's one I sat in front of Master Cicerone, and I sat in front of her and broke down the wine, the beer, and it was a wee heavy, and boom, appearance, aroma, flavor profile, tasting notes, adjectives, mouthfeel. What beer do you think this is? What are other producers that produce this beer? What is bang bang bang, and they only do it for 1, and even Master, I don't believe they do the grid like the Master Sommelier exam, where they do 3 and 3 on you, and you get the full grid, pow, 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 pow. And it's so fun. Like, and it's interesting because like I've learned, not even drinking the wines, I could hear those adjectives and just know like, oh, he's like drinking that grape varietal. And there's obviously nuances. The grape varietal, by the way, is like maybe fine for like certified sommelier, which I do actually probably should get, because like it really pushes my career forward, opens my job opportunities hugely forward. And I hung out with one of my great friends tonight, and he actually has to get locked into taking the certified sommelier exam because he took the entry level a few years ago, and they only lock you into so much time to do it. So, but anyway, talking about all that stuff. Like, sorry, I lost the track of my speaking, but it's just interesting. Before I even could drink, I was watching this shit, and which makes sense now that I'm like doing this dumb, spent thousands of dollars and thousands of hours learning about beer, and spent hundreds of hours on this channel for a decade, or over a decade, and work in the industry for a decade now. It makes sense that like I always was interested in tasting and nuance and all this dumb stuff that is part of the industry. But anyway, I call it the back train of my thought. So, just hearing those things hits you on the varietals, but doesn't really put you at a place and quality. It's part of drinking wine is just the fact of just not only the grape varietal, but where it came from. New world, old world, price points, because these matter in quality and what you're tasting. Quality is such an important thing about wine versus beer. It's just like commercial example, right? Like it's just it. Like there's no like, oh, this is a bad. Some breweries might make a bad example, but the commercial examples are just commercial examples. Versus wine, they're commercial examples, but they're price points and quality points, right? And I think part of the reason was getting into the beer industry was accessibility. I could literally spend $100 right now and go to Total Wine, hit you with the whole world. I go to Czech Republic. I hit you with Germany, Belgium, UK, US, bang, bang, bang. We're even buying singles at a premium price point. I probably spend $100. I probably hit you the whole world. And we are going to, not in one sitting, but we're going to train you about the whole world of beer. And you're going to pass the Cicerone exam with just $100. Easy. Just the cost of that product. Maybe you have to buy a few more, double it, my multiples. Cool. We'll do it. Wine doesn't work like that because they sell it in 750s, right? Like, first off, this is a lot of wine, and you don't actually need that much wine, but you're going to train about it. So what the fuck you do? You gotta find a tasting group. Blah, blah. Anyway, this Master Sommelier was training a guy trying to pass the test. He actually went very pedestrian and just hit very hard wines, that can trick people, but that's his job because he's a master. So I'm trying to trick this guy. But he spent like $100. And this is like, I think some was produced like maybe 10, 15 years ago. Something like that. $100, forget about it. You can't do that today. And even then, that's only 6 wines. That doesn't get you anywhere, right? That hit you, certainly. You're going to have to hit 6. You're going to want to do, I don't even know the number. I'd have to ask a, certified or advanced sommelier. Like, right? Like 6 not get you there. You gotta, beer, I can get you $100. I said, yeah, I can get you 20. I can get you 20 to 30 beers. Yes. Wine? Yeah, I bet 20, 30 probably tells you the world, right? To get to certified sommelier. And but it's way too expensive, right? Like 20 or 30 times, so $500. And that's even a low price point because at that rate, it's like 20-ish a bottle. You're going to have to taste wines that are 30, 40, 50, 60, $100 a bottle to really, for certified sommelier, I don't know. But you're going to want to have to taste those wines. Maybe not have to buy the full bottle. So figure it out. You guys do tasting. Yeah, right? Like a tasting group where multiple people bring bottles. It's a whole to-do. And honestly, for studying for Cicerone, I do recommend a studying group. But it's way more like easy to do that versus sommelier. So good news about brew. Good news opening that stuff up, but is Darwin's wine reviews going to happen in the future? I don't know. But it also, again, the point, the crux of the beginning of this story was that I'm such an idiot that I just freaking love this shit where I don't even drink wine and I'm not even like qualified in it, but I study it for sake of just wanting to learn shit. That's just me. And like, I could be watching TV shows that like I really do want to watch and catch up on to be like, I want to finish The Bear. I want to finish Squid Game. I want to finish Only Murders, but like good shows, right? Like you guys watch these shows. These are like big shows, right? But instead I'm watching like 30, 40 minutes of this tasting exam because it's just cool to me. So like watching this guy like pick through Albarino and then pick through Sauvignon Blanc, whether it's from like France or Loire, from Marlborough, and try to peel out like Poulet Foussé and like is it Chardonnay from California and dumb shit. And then like my dumbass like got a bunch of like Temu pins because like I want to like swag out to get flair and shit, and like I actually have them right there. I just got them in the mail today. So until next time, guys, cheers. That is Darwin's Rants. I love you guys. This is great news. I need to sit back and just cry because like this is how about this? I'll do that when I'm actually like successfully fully full time at the jobs that are like actually actively paying what I used to make to support my family. That I'm so this is rough, man. I'm not gonna cry now. It's not that but I will cry sometime. Cheers later.